Did you know that some of the UK's biggest cities are on the brink of economic collapse? It may sound shocking, but the truth is, major cities like London, Manchester and Birmingham are facing crises that could change the future of the entire nation. Unemployment rates are soaring, housing costs are skyrocketing, and once thriving industries are disappearing at an alarming rate. You might think that cities like London, known for its global financial power, would be immune to this, but it's not. Property prices in London have reached levels so high that only the wealthiest can afford to live there. Even those with high-paying jobs are finding it harder to make ends meet. But the truth is, London's just one of many cities struggling to stay afloat. What about cities like Liverpool and Nottingham? These once bustling cities are grappling with declining industries and rising unemployment, and their futures look uncertain. In fact, some cities are losing so many jobs that entire communities are being left behind, struggling to adapt to the modern world. How did we get here? Why are these cities, once considered the heart of the UK economy, now facing such terrifying decline? Stick with us to discover 10 cities where the economy is collapsing and why the situation may be worse than you think. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. By the end, you'll be wondering what's next for these cities and, more importantly, what it means for you. Number 10. Manchester. Manchester, historically a powerhouse during the Industrial Revolution, is now facing serious economic challenges. Once a thriving centre for textiles and manufacturing, the city has seen significant decline in these sectors over the past few decades. As factories closed and industries relocated, the job market in Manchester has shrunk, leaving many struggling to find stable employment. One of the key issues contributing to Manchester's economic woes is the loss of traditional industries. In particular, the textile industry, which was once the backbone of the city, has nearly disappeared. This has led to a decrease in manufacturing jobs, leaving many workers without viable alternatives. While the city has tried to reinvent itself with a focus on technology and digital innovation, the transition has not been as successful as anticipated. Another major concern is unemployment rates. As industries disappear and job opportunities remain scarce, many Manchester residents find themselves out of work for extended periods. Despite efforts to attract new businesses and diversify the economy, unemployment remains a serious issue. The housing crisis in Manchester is another pressing problem. With rising rents and property prices, many residents are struggling to keep up with the cost of living. Young professionals and families alike are finding it harder to live in the city, which in turn hampers economic growth. In response to these issues, the government and local leaders have launched various regeneration projects aimed at revitalising the economy. But with challenges like these, Manchester's future remains uncertain. Will Manchester bounce back from these struggles, or is it doomed to continue its economic decline? Let us know your thoughts. Number 9. Liverpool. Liverpool, once a bustling port city known for its maritime trade and cultural influence, is now grappling with a declining economy. The city's economic challenges are deeply rooted in the loss of port-related jobs, which had been a significant driver of its prosperity. The collapse of global shipping trade and automation in the industry have left many workers without employment opportunities. As a result, the local economy has struggled to pivot and adapt to the modern economic landscape. One of the most noticeable issues facing Liverpool is high unemployment rates. While the city has made efforts to diversify its economy, particularly in the fields of tourism, education, and healthcare, these sectors have not been able to compensate for the loss of jobs in shipping and related industries. Youth unemployment is also a serious concern, with young people facing difficulties in securing stable jobs. Liverpool's reliance on the public sector has further hindered economic growth. With less private investment in local businesses and industries, the city has found it challenging to foster a thriving private sector that could stimulate job creation. Additionally, there has been a decline in retail and manufacturing, which once provided many of the city's jobs. Despite these issues, Liverpool has made strides in urban renewal and infrastructure development. However, these efforts have yet to result in a significant improvement in the city's economic standing. The city's future remains uncertain, with many wondering whether Liverpool can revitalise its economy, or if it will continue to struggle. What do you think? Could Liverpool recover, or is it too far gone? Number 8. Birmingham. Birmingham, the second largest city in the UK, has long been considered an economic hub due to its rich industrial history. Known for its manufacturing and engineering sectors, the city was once the heart of the British economy. However, in recent years, Birmingham has faced significant economic challenges, with its once booming industries in decline. One of the most pressing issues is deindustrialisation. Over the past few decades, Birmingham has seen a massive shift away from manufacturing, with many factories closing down or relocating abroad. The city, once home to global giants in the automotive and engineering industries, is struggling to adapt to a more modern, technology-driven economy. The result? Job losses and an increasing reliance on low-wage service sector employment, which has not been enough to sustain the population's needs. The shift in the economy has also led to high levels of unemployment, especially among those who worked in traditional industries. Many residents find it difficult to transition into new sectors, such as digital and creative industries. Although Birmingham has tried to rebrand itself as a modern city with a focus on tech and entrepreneurship, these sectors have not yet provided sufficient employment opportunities for everyone. Another major issue is the housing crisis in Birmingham. As demand for housing increases, so does the cost of living. Property prices and rents have surged, making it more difficult for families and young professionals to live in the city. The high cost of living, combined with the lack of well-paying jobs, is pushing more people out of the city. Despite efforts to reinvigorate the economy, such as investments in infrastructure like HS2, it remains uncertain whether Birmingham will be able to bounce back fully. The city is at a crossroads, and its future depends on how effectively it can evolve into a sustainable, innovation-driven economy. Will Birmingham manage to recover its former glory, or will it continue to struggle with these challenges? Number 7. Nottingham. Nottingham, a city famous for its rich history and prestigious universities, is facing a range of economic struggles. Despite its educational institutions and vibrant cultural scene, the city's economy has not been able to maintain strong growth in recent years. One of the key issues plaguing Nottingham is high youth unemployment. Many young people, especially recent graduates, find it difficult to secure stable, well-paying jobs. While the city is home to several universities, it has not successfully created enough opportunities in high-growth sectors to match the influx of graduates each year. Another challenge facing Nottingham is the decline in retail and manufacturing. As high street shopping faces a national downturn and e-commerce continues to dominate, the city's once thriving retail sector has been hit hard. Many iconic shopping centres and local shops have closed their doors, contributing to a decline in business activity. Additionally, the manufacturing industry, which once played a significant role in the city's economy, has also seen a sharp decline, leading to job losses and slower economic growth. Nottingham's economy also suffers from a lack of significant investment in new industries such as technology and digital innovation. While there have been efforts to attract investment in these areas, they have not yet yielded significant results. The city continues to rely heavily on the public sector, which limits the potential for private business expansion. Despite these challenges, Nottingham is working towards recovery with plans for regeneration and development. However, the question remains, can Nottingham truly turn things around, or will it continue to fall behind other cities in the race for economic recovery? Only time will tell. Number 6. Sheffield. Sheffield, once known as the steel capital of the world, has seen a dramatic shift in its economic landscape over the past few decades. The decline of the steel industry, once the backbone of the city's economy, has had a lasting impact on its prosperity. With the loss of steel mills and industrial jobs, Sheffield has faced serious economic challenges, particularly in terms of job creation and economic diversification. One of the major issues Sheffield is grappling with is the slow transition from traditional industries to modern sectors like technology, digital innovation, and green energy. While there have been efforts to attract businesses in these areas, the progress has been sluggish, and the city still relies heavily on its industrial past. Despite a strong push for urban regeneration, the impact has been uneven, and many neighbourhoods continue to face high levels of unemployment and economic stagnation. Another significant concern for Sheffield is the skills gap. Many of the city's residents, particularly those from working-class backgrounds, lack the skills required to thrive in the growing sectors like tech and services. This mismatch between available jobs and the skills of the local workforce has contributed to persistent unemployment and underemployment. In addition, Sheffield faces a housing crisis, with increasing property prices and rents pushing many of its residents out of the city centre. The rising cost of living, combined with stagnant wages, has created financial strain for many families. Despite these struggles, Sheffield is making strides with initiatives aimed at regenerating the local economy. But the real question is, can Sheffield fully embrace a modern economy, or will it remain trapped in the shadow of its industrial past? The city's future remains uncertain, but the potential for growth still exists. Number 5. Leeds. Leeds, once a vibrant economic powerhouse in the north, is now facing significant economic challenges that have impacted its growth prospects. Known for its thriving financial and legal sectors, Leeds has traditionally been a major player in the UK economy. However, recent years have seen declining business activity and high rates of business insolvencies, which have cast a shadow over the city's economic future. One of the primary factors contributing to Leeds' struggles is the decline of retail. Once home to bustling shopping districts, the city is now grappling with the closure of high street stores and a shift to online shopping. The closure of key retail outlets and shopping centres has led to a decline in consumer spending and hurt the local economy. Additionally, the rise of e-commerce has led to fewer people shopping in physical stores, contributing to the economic downturn. Leeds is also dealing with high levels of unemployment, especially in areas that were once reliant on manufacturing and retail. Many of these industries have moved overseas or been replaced by automation, leaving a gap that has been difficult to fill with new job opportunities. Although the city has made efforts to diversify into sectors like digital technology and green energy, these industries have not yet provided enough stable, well-paying jobs to offset the losses in traditional sectors. Another issue facing Leeds is the growing cost of living. As property prices continue to rise, many residents are finding it increasingly difficult to afford housing, leading to financial stress. Despite efforts to invest in the city's infrastructure, Leeds' future remains uncertain. Will it find new paths for growth, or will it continue to battle these economic hurdles? Number 4. Newcastle. Newcastle, a city known for its cultural significance and prestigious universities, is struggling with significant economic challenges. Once a major hub for shipbuilding and heavy industry, the city's economy has been hit hard by the decline of these sectors. While there have been efforts to diversify into technology and digital industries, Newcastle has not yet been able to build a strong foothold in these areas, leaving many residents facing limited job opportunities in modern industries. A major issue Newcastle faces is its heavy reliance on the public sector, which has contributed to the city's economic fragility. With cuts in government spending, many of the jobs that were once a staple of the local economy have vanished, leading to a rise in unemployment. Young people and those without higher qualifications have been particularly affected by this shift. In addition, Newcastle is grappling with a housing crisis. Property prices and rents have surged, making it difficult for families and young professionals to find affordable places to live. This has added to the financial strain felt by many residents. Despite efforts to revitalise the economy through urban regeneration and the promotion of creative industries, Newcastle's reliance on outdated industries and public funding has made it difficult to recover. The question remains, can Newcastle transition into a sustainable, private sector economy, or will it continue to face these ongoing economic struggles? Number 3. Cardiff. Cardiff, the capital of Wales, has been experiencing serious economic difficulties despite being a vibrant cultural hub. Once a centre for coal mining and heavy industry, Cardiff's economy has shifted over the years, but its growth has stagnated. The city is facing a lack of investment in private sector industries such as technology and manufacturing, which has hindered its economic development. The decline of traditional industries like coal and steel has left a void that is yet to be filled by modern, high-growth sectors. One of the biggest challenges Cardiff faces is its low private sector growth. The city's economy is still heavily reliant on the public sector, which limits job creation and innovation. Many businesses are hesitant to invest in Cardiff, and the city struggles to compete with other UK cities in attracting new industries. This has led to high unemployment rates and limited career opportunities for residents. Additionally, Cardiff is facing a housing crisis. As demand for housing continues to rise, property prices and rents have soared, making it harder for young professionals and families to live in the city. The cost of living continues to increase, contributing to the financial strain many residents are feeling. Despite ongoing efforts to rejuvenate the economy, Cardiff's reliance on the public sector and lack of significant private investment makes its future uncertain. Can the city reinvent itself, or will it continue to face these economic challenges? Number 2. Glasgow. Glasgow, once a thriving industrial city known for its shipbuilding and manufacturing, is facing an uphill battle in its economic recovery. The city's economic struggles are deeply tied to the decline of traditional industries that once dominated its landscape. The loss of manufacturing jobs, combined with a lack of diversification into modern high-growth sectors, has left Glasgow with high unemployment rates and a stunted job market. One of the main issues Glasgow faces is the lack of high-growth industries. While efforts have been made to shift towards digital technology, healthcare, and creative industries, the transition has been slow. Glasgow has not yet successfully cultivated the same level of innovation and investment seen in other cities like Edinburgh or Manchester. As a result, many workers are left in lower-wage jobs, while youth unemployment remains high. Another significant problem is the city's reliance on the public sector for job creation. Much of Glasgow's economic activity still centres around government jobs and public funding, but with continued austerity measures and reduced government spending, the future of these jobs is uncertain. This leaves many residents with limited options for long-term employment opportunities. Additionally, poverty and social inequality are still prominent issues in Glasgow. Many neighbourhoods suffer from high levels of deprivation, leading to a cycle of economic disadvantage that is hard to break. The cost of living continues to rise, further complicating efforts to provide affordable housing for the population. While Glasgow is actively working to revitalise its economy, it still faces a long road ahead. The city must adapt to new industries and overcome these ongoing challenges to secure a more stable future. Number 1. London. London, the capital city and financial powerhouse of the UK, is now facing some of the most significant economic challenges in its history. Once a symbol of global economic strength, the city is experiencing signs of economic decline. Despite its dominant position as a global financial centre, London is grappling with several pressing issues that threaten its future prosperity. The aftermath of Brexit, along with the economic disruptions caused by the pandemic, has left the city's economy in a state of uncertainty. One of the most notable problems London faces is its housing crisis. Property prices in the city have skyrocketed, making it increasingly unaffordable for many residents. The cost of living in London continues to rise, with wages not keeping pace. For many, the dream of owning a home in the capital has become unattainable, and renting has become a financial burden for a growing number of people. This affordability gap is driving many residents out of the city, particularly younger professionals and families. Another pressing issue is the stagnation of wages. While London remains one of the highest paying cities in the UK, wage growth has not kept up with the soaring cost of living. This has resulted in a widening gap between income levels and the increasing costs for everyday goods and services. As a result, many workers in London are finding it increasingly difficult to make ends meet despite earning higher salaries. Moreover, the city's economic instability following Brexit has led to a decline in investment and business confidence, with many companies relocating their headquarters and operations outside of London. The city is seeing a slow but steady loss of financial power. Can London reinvent itself in the face of these challenges? Or will it continue to struggle with economic decline? Only time will tell. As we've seen, the economic future of some of the UK's largest cities is hanging by a thread. The decline of key industries, rising costs of living, and high unemployment rates are creating a perfect storm of challenges. But what's next for these cities? Will they manage to turn things around, or are they heading for irreversible collapse? We want to hear your thoughts. Do you live in one of these cities? How has the economy affected your daily life? Drop a comment below and join the conversation. Your perspective could help others who are experiencing similar challenges. If you found this video insightful, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on future content like this. We've put a lot of effort into bringing you these crucial insights, and just one click from you helps us continue creating the videos you love. Stay informed, stay ahead, and we'll see you in the next video.